What's up, Grim Crew? YouTube viewers, if you'd like to skip ahead to the gameplay, a timestamp will be provided for you down in the description box below. As for the rest of you, maybe watching live as it happens, welcome back to my gaming dungeon. I am your dungeon master for the afternoon. I am the Grim Gamer. How the hell are you on this Saturday evening? This is an unplanned one-off stream. I currently have the house to myself. I had nothing else going on, so I put up a poll over on the Grim Beardson Discord. And if you're not following that, then I urge you to do so, because then you could take part in the polls such as that. There were 4 games that I put up as a poll, like, hey, if there's anybody out there that's got nothing going on, if you'd like to hang out, play some games, let me know what you'd like to see. There was Dead Man's Hand on the Xbox. There was Need for Speed Underground on the PS2. There was Super Mario Brothers 2 on the Super Nintendo. And there was WWF Raw on the Sega Genesis. And WWF Raw on the Sega Genesis won out. So you see it right up here on the screen. That's what we're doing today. There's a graphic there in the way currently because, there is an opening to this game that takes me way back, because it's like the actual opening in 16-bit fashion of WWF Raw from that time frame. So I want to be able to show you that. And I will as soon as I fire the console up over here once we get ready to get going. But before we start throwing down in the new generation of WWF Raw, I got some information to share. That's what I like to do before I play any game for the first time here on the stream. So I'm going to bring that up now, and I'm going to go over some of that with you. So WWF Raw on the Sega Genesis was released in November of 1994, right around a very low point in just wrestling in general, I think. Not just the WWF, but it was a very, very terrible time. And 95 specifically was awful. So this was right on the cusp of that. This game was developed by Sculptured Software. Sculptured Software was founded in 1985, and they worked on quite a few SNES ports, ports of Doom, Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and 3, things of that nature. Acclaim would end up buying Sculptured Software in October of 95, and by December of 97, Sculptured Software was renamed Iguana West. So I don't know how many games they might have been responsible for in between, when Acclaim bought them to when they were renamed. Who remembers Iguana Software? It's a name that goes back a ways. But this may be one of the last games that they had done under the Sculptured Software name. But by May of 99, Acclaim Studios was consolidating some of their studios, and Iguana West would then be renamed again as Acclaim Studios Salt Lake City. However, the studio was shut down as a cost-saving exercise in December of 2002. And because of that closure, 70 employees were laid off, and an unannounced title was canceled, and the remaining staff of the studio and the development of a third installment of the Legends of Wrestling series, that particular game would have been Showdown Legends of Wrestling, that was shifted and moved along with the remaining staff over to Acclaim Studio in Austin, Texas. This game was published by Acclaim themselves, and it is said to be a sequel of WWF Royal Rumble that was released in 93. I don't know how you have sequels to wrestling games unless, they're original wrestling games. But anyway, Royal Rumble came out before this one did. There were several other versions of the game. There was a Super Nintendo version, and there were some handheld versions. I think there was a Game Boy version, and there was a Game Gear port, along with a 32X version. Who remembers the Sega 32X? a couple interesting things here. The 32X version featured a hidden wrestler. I think you had to put in like a cheat code, and you could unlock Quang. Who remembers Quang? In other words, Savio Vega under a mask. But Quang didn't even have his own moveset. Instead, he would use stuff like Diesel's finisher, Bam Bam Bigelow's finisher, and like Doink's mega move. So Quang was in the game in the 32X version, but didn't even have his own moves. What really kind of sucks is the Sega Game Gear port got 2 exclusive characters, and they were Crush and Macho Man Randy Savage. So, we missed out on the Sega Genesis version of Macho Man Randy Savage, so that kind of sucks. But I'd have to look back in the timeline. Macho Man may have been gone by then. I don't know for sure. I know he left for WCW. That might have been like 95 or something. I don't 100% remember when Macho Man left the WWF, but he was in the Game Gear port of WWF Raw regardless. So, anyway, we're going to jump into this. So, I got a couple things I got to pop up here, and then we're going to get started. So, I'm going to need that. We're going to get rid of this, and we're going to fire it up. So, let's do this. Here we go. Here's that opening that I was talking about. Who remembers this? Mind you, this is the 16-bit version of this, but this is what aired on TV at the time. Where is it? Oh, that takes me way back. That's awesome. All right, we're going to skip that because we're going to jump into the game here. One other thing to note, and I've had to do this with the Sega Genesis games each time I play one, the Genesis had the regular 3-button controller and the 6-button controller. And so I did a quick Google search, and it said that this game does support and actually benefits from using the 6-button controller. So I had to break out one of my 6-button controllers for this instead of using the regular 3-button pad. So, all right, so we got a couple different match types here. I might even turn that down just a hair. One-on-one tag team Bedlam, which I have no idea what Bedlam is. Survivor Series, the Royal Rumble, and the Raw Endurance match. I don't know what some of these would mean exactly, so I guess we're just going to start with a one-on-one. We got one fall, we got brawl, and we got tournament. Maybe we'll start out with just the one fall and see how it goes. Well, here's our difficulty. Let's start out with 3. CPU chooses opponent or player chooses the opponent. I want to choose my opponent this time, I think. All right, let's look at our roster. Do they really have the theme songs in here? 16-bit versions, but that's awesome. All right. So we've got, let's go back. We got Big Daddy Cool Diesel from Las Vegas, Nevada. Oh my God. That trunk horn is horrible. Wow. And yeah, his theme song was basically just a semi-truck. But then we've got the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. This is even before he was using the Sweet Chin Music. He was using the Slingshot Suplex as a finisher back then. All right, we got the Rocket. That's awesome. That's awesome. Alright, so Owen Hart, Yokozuna at a whopping 568 pounds. You know, I would kind of like to hear the Super Nintendo version of this game, because the Super Nintendo is pretty notorious for having just better sound. So the songs probably sounded a lot better on the Super Nintendo compared to the Genesis, but... Bret the Hitman Hart. Actually, his don't sound half bad in 16-bit Genesis version. Yeah, that don't sound half bad. Alright, then we've got... there's the man. There's the man. I had to even break out one of his shirts. The Undertaker! Still my favorite wrestler to this day. Yeah, that's not bad. I like how they had to put the half in there. He's 6'10" and a half. Alright, and then we got Luna Vachon. Huh. It's an interesting choice. Let's say, is she the only female wrestler in here, or? Oh, we got Big Bam Bam! Bam Bam! The Beast from the East. And then we got the bad guy, Razor Ramon. Hey, yo. Okay. Oh. Lex Luger. I never could get behind Lex Luger. Never. I just was never, ever a fan of his. I mean, and judging by that theme music, that's got to be during his All-American Lex Express days. And we've seen we got 1, 2, 3 Kid. Okay. Doink? Oh boy. That was just a weird gimmick too. Just weird. And then we're back to Diesel. So yeah, Luna is the only female wrestler. I mean, I guess what other female wrestlers they have at the time. And I don't know if she really wrestled that much back then. I mean, she might have just been like a valet back then. I mean, I think I'm going to have to go with The Undertaker. Alright, so for the opponent, let's go with, let's go with the bad guy, Razor Ramon. Alright, it's an all-out assault in the one-on-one pinfall match. Coming up next, see if I can do my, see if I can do my best Vince McMahon impression from the day. What a great matchup this is! The Undertaker versus the bad guy, Razor Ramon! It's Diesel's theme. I heard the one with the horn at the start and then a blues track. Don't remember the blues track. I don't think I remember the blues track. I'd have to go back and watch some of the old footage and see if I can find that. But what's up, Larry? Good to see you. Alright, let's see how bad I do. Why does The Undertaker have red gloves? Oh, we just gotta mash buttons here. Okay. Oh, that's my run. We got Jerry the King Lawler over there. Oh, okay. Bye-bye. Ugh, sidewalk slam. Oof. Okay, well, A is my run. I don't know if we want to do that. Oh, that standing suplex. I think they just grab... Oh. You got a sleeper. You got a sleeper. Ugh. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's just a button mash to get him to do stuff here. How it gets outside the ring? I don't. Oh, there we go. Ugh. I'm about to get counted out. I don't know how to pick up weapons and stuff. There we go. Ugh! Out he goes again. Lagging behind. Wait, he's going to attack the referee? What are you doing, Razor? Oh, you're going to choke me out. Bleh. Oh, damn it. Well, I can roll, so that's... So, oof! How the hell does he keep getting that? Oof. I don't know how to pin. Ugh. Oh, there it goes. Oh, come on, ref. That's a slow count. With a 1080 sentai, you're right. Your winner, The Undertaker. Royal Rumble on New Legacy Inc.'s YouTube channel. Didn't realize this was a sequel. Yeah, they had a bunch of older wrestling games at the time, and depending on which console you had or which one you were playing on, there was the WWF WrestleMania the arcade game. There was In Your House on the PlayStation. There was, on the Sega CD, there was WWF Rage in the Cage. I feel like I'm forgetting somewhere, too. There was all types of different ones. Okay, so, did okay. I'm gonna have to figure out how to do some of the special moves and stuff. See how we do in a tournament. Well, I gotta go with The Undertaker still. First opponent. Doink! Oh, okay, we got like a Mortal Kombat style bracket here, it looks like. Oh, here we go, just right off the bat. Ugh! Come on! So how do they they keep getting that on me? And that's devastating, too. What? What? I literally can't mash the buttons any faster. Oh. Wow. Damn. Ticker's getting clown. Get the hell up, man. Yeah, I literally, like, this tournament mode, the difficulty on this is stupid. Like, I literally can't press the buttons any faster. That's crazy. Wow. What? What? That is insane. Yeah, so much for that. Alright. Do another one-on-one here. Say, what is Brawl? CPU choose the opponent. That was insane. Alright, where'd my guy go? There he is. Opponent will be... Bam! Bam! Alright. Vicious Agony, a no holds barred. Okay, so no disqualifications in this one? Oh, okay, that's my choke button. The rake of the eyes. Yeah, I kind of find it funny that Undertaker's wearing red gloves and, you know, sleeves over the boots, because that's never happened. Life. Get up, man! Wow. Well, that was fast. So it looks purple to you? Okay. See, that Bam Bam looks purple. Like, okay. Just getting crushed here. Yeah, I wanted to try to use one of the weapons, man. Let's go down to this. The hell with it. So, and I want to try to figure out, like, the special moves and stuff here, too. Lex, lame. Lame. What? What happened there? Lex Luger's character model looks like David Schultz. How do you miss that? How do you miss that? I can't pick up the weapons. Oh, there we go. I had to press B and C together. And now he won't pick it back up. Say, why can I not pick it back up, damn it? Ugh. I picked it up once. Now I can't pick it up again. Well, I can pick that up with the Z button. There it is. Get out of here. Where it's on the floor, I can't pick it up. I can't get back in the ring with it? Is that really a thing? And he's not going to come back out here so I can hit him with it either. Yeah, I can't pick it back up when it's on the floor? That's really dumb. Okay. 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 How do I use any kind of special moves in this? Genesis. Okay, that's not helping me. Each wrestler has unique mega moves, yada yada. Okay, often holding A and B. Running clothesline? Alright, no problem, Lurk. Well, every time I even touch the A button, he just starts running. So, I don't know how that's, I don't know how that's supposed to work exactly. that heart! I like how he hits the ropes and then we both go down. Like, what the hell is that? Ugh! Ooh, got him! Got him in the sleeper! Oh, completely missed that. Ugh. Ow! Ugh. Come here, Brett! Damn you! He tried like hell to get that and finally got me. So what are you doing, Brett? I'm trying to do that A-B thing, and it's not working, unless I have to grapple him first, but... Come here, Brett! I don't know. It's not working. Yeah, I can't get it to work. Huh. Huh. Interesting. Yep, that's simply not working. Huh. Alright, what's Bedlam? Alright, I think we're gonna change it up here a little bit. Where's Owen? Figure out what this Bedlam mode is. press start to pass. Okay, my opponent's gonna be... Oh! It's a battle for supremacy in a Bedlam... Bedlam Broha? What is that? Okay, so we got multiple guys here. What was it, 2-on-1? That's what a whole Bedlam thing is? They're teaming up on Owen! That's not fair, man! Oh, what? What? Oh. Keep it up, Brett. I'm gonna have to kick your leg out of your leg. just runs through us. That chokehold sucks, man. Okay, so this Bedlam match really sucks. Life. Come here, Brett. Wait, how did I get counted out? Oh, man, really? How did I get counted out? Obviously, I didn't get back in time, duh, but... Well, Bedlam sucks. Raw Endurance, Royal Rumble. See what we can do in that. Oh, and we're gonna try that again. Where'd Owen go? Oh, I was gonna say, who is this guy? But that's gotta be Diesel, I'm guessing. Oh, there's 1, 2, 3 kid. Life. I'm not 100% sure who that is. There's Doink. Is that Shawn? That's supposed to be Shawn Michaels? I'm guessing. And then there's Bam Bam. Just completely chucked him. Woo! Alright, frame rate's going down a little bit. There's a little too much action going on here in the ring. So I don't know how I'm supposed to throw guys out. Blah. Blah. Come on, get up. Oh, there's Brett. Come here, brother Brett. Oh, there's Yoko. So I've thrown the guys out a couple times in the other matches, but I don't know how I did that. It's nothing but chaos. Say, where am I? Oh, I'm choking Yoko. So let me get out of the chaos. There's madness over there. There's Luna. Come on. Come on. I'm about to be thrown out myself, I think. Gonna choke the life out of me here. Oh, I throw one out! Yeah! Oh, I threw two out! Yeah! And then there's the bad guy, Razor Ramon. Hey, if nothing else, I at least got 2 eliminations in this Royal Rumble. I'm happy with that. Oh, we got the sharpshooter in! I don't know how I did that! How did that happen? How did I do that? Ugh! Yeah, I got no strength left at all. Oh, the Razor's Edge on Luna Fashawn. And Luna's out of there. No. I say I have no health, so as soon as somebody grabs a hold of me, it's probably game over. But I've got, what, 3 eliminations now? 4 eliminations! We down to the final 3? Man, Royal Rumble with nothing but chokeholds. Yeah, everybody just standing around like one guy's got a headlock, right? And then the other guy grabs a headlock on him, and so on and so forth. You just get like the centipede effect all the way around. Tombstone pile driver. No. Ugh. Oh, the sharpshooter! Sharpshooter! Yoko's gone! There's, what, 4 eliminations? 5? It's down to The Undertaker and Owen Hart. Ugh. Wow. I don't think I'm close enough to the ropes. I think that's part of the problem. Oof. I haven't had any health for half of this match. Oh. How did I pull him up? There it is. Oh, what? Say, where are you going, Owen? Oh, you can do the 10-punch combo? How do I do that? Say, somehow there's... What button combination is it? Okay, I've thrown out like 4 or 5 people, and now I can't figure out how to do it. Bleh. There it is. I don't know how I did it. Joined at #1. Royal Rumble champion. As their only wrestler. So if you get eliminated, you can end up taking one of the other ones and continuing on. So, okay. Sweet! Alright, we've won a Royal Rumble! Awesome! Hold on. Oh, we get even more stats. Hold on. But first...
Then you take my 75% chance of winning, and then add 66 and 2/3%. I got 141 and 2/3 chance of winning. The numbers don't lie, and they spell disaster for you.
Okay, so it shows, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I eliminated 6 in that match. That's cool. Undertaker with 1 elimination. Yoko didn't have any. Did I eliminate everybody besides... Oh, no. 1, 2, 3 Kid eliminated Diesel, Shawn, and Doink. That's cool, though. You can actually break it down by each individual person. That's pretty neat. I like that. Okay, so that was Royal Rumble. Bedlam sucks. Let's try the Survivor Series. CPU chooses opponents, it's fine. Alright, so we won something as The Undertaker. We won the Royal Rumble as Owen. It's time to go to Shawn Michaels. Brett's the opponent. 1, 2, 3 Kid is an opponent. Owen. Lex. Okay. It's not Survivor Series skirmish. Well, who's my tag team partner? Or did I skip it? I thought I was skipping who I was picking for my opponents. No? Oof. Let's say, what is this? Ugh! Oh, I think I figure out which button that is to actually do that. Ugh! The atomic drop! Oh, there we go. Oh, I've kind of figured that out. Kind of just winged it. Referee don't, or Bret Hart don't like this referee. He's done try to punch him out several times. Come here, Bret. Hey, that's a disqualification in my book. That snap suplex right there. Now I done punched the referee. I find it interesting if you do that suplex near the ropes, you just both bounce off of them. I guess that's how that actually would work. I didn't expect that to happen in a game like that, though. Ugh. Yeah, get out of here. You didn't tag. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Well, I guess there's that. Best trying to prevent Montreal. Oh, that's funny. Well, at least got that in there, I guess. We'll just do the roundabout and do-si-do there. This button mash system like this, I don't think I'm a huge fan of that. Boif. It's like at some points you simply can't push the buttons any faster. Like, need a turbo controller, right? Walked right into that. Oy. Oh, really? Yeah, that's over. Wow, that's the slowest count in wrestling history. Well, yeah, I didn't have a partner, man. I think I messed up and didn't pick one. Okay. It's an actual tag team. So you choose the opponents. Who can I have as a decent tag team? Like, these are all just singles wrestlers. There's not actually, like, any tag teams in here. The bad guy. Well, Owen and Yoko was a tag team at one point. It's not bad. Again, I think I would like to, maybe get the SNES version, just because the Super Nintendo is known for having better sound. So the songs and everything actually might sound closer to what they actually were back then compared to this version, but overall it's not terrible. Let's see, yeah, Owen and Yoko were a tag team for a while. Yeah, there's not really any tag teams in here. Actually, Razor and 123 Kid were team there for a while. Whoops. No, no, go back! Oh, I hit the wrong... I hit one too far. No! No! Okay, well, I have Doink as a tag team partner, and that's not how that was supposed to work. Hey, yo! Big man. What? What? You're gonna tag? That's not what I wanted to do. Oh, it's B? Oh, I don't get to control the tag team partner. Okay, well that's strange. So I just gotta hope my tag team partner doesn't suck. Say who we kidding? We weren't gonna win with that anyway. Oh, I think I basically... Oh, damn! So I think I signaled for that tag, I hit the B button, and he just immediately came over to tag, so that's either a coincidence or... Yeah, kick his ass. Oh, just knock the referee out? Okay. Come here, big man. Ugh. Oh, okay. Say, why'd the bell ring? Oh. Oh, now I'm Doink. Wait, what's going on? How did I do that? I don't know how I did that just then. Oh, I grabbed him from the outside, though. How did I do that? A, B, and C. That's what I thought I just did. Well, we win, and there was the razor's edge, but I switched the character I controlled somehow by accident, and then I couldn't replicate it. So that's interesting. Okay, so it's a regular tag team match. Well, I guess let's do the endurance. I'm guessing that's just like a gauntlet match. All right, Sean. How far can we go in the in a gauntlet match? All right, opponents: Undertaker, Owen, 1, 2, 3 Kid, Luna. Well, yeah, it's probably just gonna pick them all, right? All right. Endurance match coming up next. Yeah, I guess it's just one at a time. And then bounce off the ropes. That's cool. And whip into the barricade. Into the barricade! So where are you going? Where are you going? Bye. Alright, I think I got that figured out. And the atomic drop. And a suplex. Okay, there's one. Next is the Rocket. The Rocket Owen Hart. Oh, how do we screw that up that quick? Get out of here with that. Get out of here.
My 75% chance of winning, and then add 66 and 2/3%. I got 141 and 2/3 chance of winning. The numbers don't lie, and they spell disaster for you.
What's up? trying to figure out how to play this damn game. And the controls are way more complicated than I feel like they should be. But, you know. Oh, and that is extremely irritating. Get out of here, Owen. Second round in this gauntlet match, and then the difficulty just goes, yeah, we're done with you already. Like, I can't hit the buttons any faster than that. Like, that's insane. Just straight up choke me out. Yeah. Once it gets to a certain point, the game's just like, look, we're done with you, and that's it. So, in a gauntlet match, we can get one round in. Because the game just decides, you know what, we're done. We've already had enough of this. Okay. So much for the endurance match. I'll try a... Tag team matches weren't... I mean, was okay. I wish I'd figure out... Press A, B, up, down, left, right, press B, right. Oh, yeah. Is that the exact pixel? yeah, go figure. So it's one of those Mortal Kombat finisher, you know, button combinations in order to do one thing. Ridiculous. Well, let's see here. Yeah, pretty much. Let's see here. Yeah, we'll go with Razor again. Opponent's gonna be Bret the Hitman Hart. Alright. Come here, Bret. Bret's just gonna take all the grief from all the members of the clique before we're done today. You know, I know this is a Sega Genesis game, old 16-bit cartridge, you know, but kind of wish there was a little bit more to the sound effects, except for this, a little bit of, but I'm just used to, you know, some of the games after this where we got at least a little bit of commentary, you know. Yeah, Bret hates that ref. Absolutely hates him. Come on. Come on. Yeah, we weren't going to get that. That's fine. Ugh. Wait, I thought I was the one that had the... Okay, that's fine. It's whatever. It's whatever, you know? Oh, okay. He just comes back with a shoulder block. That's cool. What? What? Stomp you. Bye now. PS2 Raw versus SmackDown games. Oh man, I used to have all those, all of them. Up until probably about SmackDown versus Raw 07 or something like that, maybe. But all them old SmackDown PS2 games, you know, Shut Your Mouth, Know Your Role, Here Comes the Pain. You know, the original SmackDown versus Raw. So many of them were so good. The golden era for wrestling for you? I mean, you know, I feel like it's unfortunate for me that the golden age for me was slightly before that. So, you know, we're talking 97 to 99, 2000. You know, by the time the SmackDown versus Raw games are coming out, we're talking, you know, 2002, 2003, you know, the brand split, all that kind of stuff. And, you know, some of my favorite versions of my favorite characters and wrestlers were prior to that. Luckily, we've gotten lucky in, you know, the previous years where they've added the arenas and the characters and their various forms into, you know, newer wrestling games since then. So you could essentially take, you know, one of the newer ones and turn it into, you know, just Attitude Era wrestling games. And that's kind of nice. You know, I think it's in 2K22, which is the last one that I bought. It's like I finally got the Ministry of Darkness version of The Undertaker. And it's like, finally, about time. The last time I had that was WrestleMania 2000. You know, so it's like WrestleMania 2000 and No Mercy on the N64 were, you know, right around that era that was like the best era for me. But the games, as good and as iconic as they are, they're still, you know, the 64-bit, you know, arms not attached to their bodies games. You know, they were only so good. I found the PS1 as well, Steve Austin. Just didn't have the great gameplay of the PS2 games for me. No, for sure. You know, and different companies did different ones differently too. Like, so if you're talking about with that one with Stone Cold Steve Austin on the front, you're talking about Warzone. And Warzone is okay, but like that's another one where you have to learn the button combos in order to do certain moves, and it's clunky. You know, every single one stands there in the ring doing this, you know, and it's just but at least there was a little commentary in it and stuff. Like, they were okay, but nothing like we would get later on. Rey Mysterio. Oh, hey, Rey Mysterio's a fan favorite. I mean, he's an icon. He's a legend. Triple H and Undertaker. Undertaker has always been my favorite. Always. And again, but like my favorite version of the Undertaker was only around for like a year, and gets very overlooked. And so back then, like, I had the Undertaker, Stone Cold, Shawn Michaels is one of my favorites. He's probably my number 2. And then during that time frame too, during the Attitude Era, like, was a resurrection of the tag team division. So like those TLC matches with the Dudleys, the Hardys, and Edge and Christian, really good stuff. You know, and they pushed the envelope back then, and you can't do that now. And I miss all that stuff with D-Generation X, and we had the faction wars back in the late 90s. So you had the Disciples of Apocalypse, Los Boricuas, you had the Union, you had the Corporation, you had the Heart Foundation, like so much good stuff. For 6 for me, it's pretty good too. Just difficult spikes in the career mode that knock it down a few pegs. I agree with that. No Mercy for me gets knocked down several pegs because the nostalgia for that game was ruined for me at a young age. So when we got one of the first batches of No Mercy back in the day, and the first batch of cartridges that got sent out were faulty. It didn't save your progress. So every time we would play for hours on end, we would shut it down, and then we'd turn the console back on, and all of our progress was gone. It was just a bug in the cartridge itself. So we didn't know it back then, but we could have actually sent it in and got a new one sent to us that was fixed. But we never knew that back then, so all we had was this faulty cartridge, so we just never played it really all that much. So we played WrestleMania 2000 quite a bit, and I still love that one. SmackDown vs. Raw, the original one, I'd have to say was one of my favorites. That one stands out to me, but I played all of them, right? I had and played every single one of those for several years, and to me, after a while, they kind of all started kind of running together, and I can't sit here and even tell you like the differences and what's better between one and the other, because like I have them all mixed up in my mind nowadays. So the ones that stand out is WrestleMania 2000, like WWF Raw, SmackDown vs. Raw, the first one, and I remember Day of Reckoning. Day of Reckoning sticks out in my mind on the GameCube also, but that had a little bit different art style to it and just an overall different feel. So that one kind of stands out a little bit. I haven't played that one in many, many years, and I don't have a copy of it. That's one I think I would like to get, but I don't have it currently. The ladder match was your favorite? The ladder match is okay. It depends on what game it is. Sometimes the ladder match in some of them games, the controls are just funky. And it's like, okay, what button do I have to get or do I have to hit in order for him to stand on the ladder and reach up for the thing? And then I have to button mash, and, just certain ladder match control schemes kind of ruin it. But the ladder match overall is fun. SmackDown vs. Raw was the awful quality on the voices. Recorded everything in a public restroom. I don't remember that. So that might stand out for me when I go and play it again, but I bought a copy of it several months ago, and still haven't played it yet. So I haven't played it probably in 15 years or more. I just, so I don't remember it that well, but it was one that I played a lot back then. I think the first I was introduced to growing up, it was mainly my cousin only outside of us. Wrestling wasn't big here. Gotcha. SmackDown vs. Raw, and then 06 and I think even 07, I think were pretty similar from what I remember. I do remember playing, I think it's 07 on the PSP, which that was actually a decent one to play on the go. So I'll give it that. But I don't remember which one it is. I don't remember if it was SmackDown vs. Raw or if it was one of the numbered SmackDown vs. Raws. But one of them had the Buried Alive match in it. And that was cool. That was interesting. What I miss nowadays in some of these games is the amount of... There was so much you could interact with, like in the backstage areas and stuff, that kind of got limited as we went on. Like, they've introduced some backstage areas and stuff in recent games, and from what I understand, the backstage area in 2K26 is pretty sweet. I've seen some stuff, but recently, besides that, they were okay. But, I mean, you could jump on motorcycles and just run people down. You could throw people on the cars. They would explode, and just all kinds of stuff with some of them older ones. And it's like, I remember in one of them, you were actually, like, out in the street, like, in the middle of New York. And, like, you could grab a ladder that was hanging down from a helicopter and jump off that and stuff. It's like, it was just wild stuff. And you just don't have that anymore, you know? Let's see here. What do we want to go with now? Oh yeah, you remember that spot? Yeah. You know, the thing is, I used to be a huge wrestling fan, but I really haven't been for the past several years. It's just, you know, I feel, in a way, I feel kind of like my dad did when we were growing up. It's like, oh, this isn't the wrestling we grew up with and stuff like that, you know, and it's just not the same. And but it's just not. You know, they can't get away with things like they used to back then. The characters are bland. Even the character names are just, they sound just generic as hell. Like, I don't know. They just, like, there's no personalities anymore. So I really haven't paid attention to it really for quite a while. But back then, a lot of the games that I played were basically just wrestling games. Like, I played them all. Dating all the way back to probably WrestleMania, the arcade game. Like, I bypassed this one somehow, but yeah, WWF Warzone, WWF In Your House, SmackDown, SmackDown 2, Know Your Role, Shut Your Mouth, Here Comes the Pain, and then I had a couple WCW ones too. So I had WCW Thunder, I had Backstage Assault, I think I had WCW versus NWO World Tour. No, not that one. It was WCW versus the World. And then I had other wrestling games. I had Backyard Wrestling, Don't Try This at Home. We had the Legends of Wrestling games. What else? I had Rumble Roses. I feel like I'm still forgetting some somewhere. Like, there's just a slew of them. So growing up, I mean, there was a couple racing games here and there that I'd play. And, you know, just a couple other things here and there, but mostly what I played was wrestling games. That's one thing that's been kind of nice over these last couple years of doing this, like with you guys, collecting for the various consoles that I do. I'm getting to try a lot of games that were big at the time that I either ignored because, hey, there was a new wrestling game coming out, I'm going to play that, or it just didn't seem interesting at the time, or obviously I could only afford so many games when you're a kid, right? So, you know, just trying other... I don't have a lot of wrestling games in my collection these days. It's very few. And compared to how many that I had growing up and how many of them that I played, it's kind of surprising to me, even sometimes when I think about it, how few of them that I have now. But I go back and think about them now and go, that one was a lot just like that one. That one was a lot to compared to that one. It's like, which ones would I even go back and get? Because I feel like so many of them are so similar. At least in my head, thinking back on them, you know what I mean, in hindsight. I might just not be remembering them correctly. You know what I mean? They might be very different from each other. But it's just kind of like, I don't feel the need to go back and get all of those wrestling games that I had. Because if I had them all, it's like I'd probably only go back to one or two of them anyway. So, what's the point in, you know, getting all of these different wrestling games? I'll probably only do a couple more matches or something maybe, because I think we've already got the gist in this hour and a half. what WWF Raw has to offer and what it's all about. This would have been fun as a game that you played with your siblings or with friends back in the day, so I'll give it that. But just single player like this, I think the replayability and what it has to offer is only so much. It's pretty limited. Owen Hart versus Luna Vachon, huh? Okay. Well, with Owen, I at least figured out how to do the sharpshooter. So there is that. So we might be able to at least win one match with a finishing maneuver. Fall away slam. I can't tell who else that's supposed to be over there next to Jerry the King Lawler. I'm guessing that's supposed to be Vince. Because in 94 Raw, I'm guessing that's who the commentary team was at the time. Because I'm pretty sure JR... 94. 94. So that had to have been around... what, WrestleMania 10? I think? Let me think here. Well, no, even by WrestleMania 9, Jim Ross was there, but I think he was only doing interviews. I don't think he was commentating at that time. So... what the hell was that? Nope, I need you turned around the other way. Ugh. Sharpshooter! Sharpshooter! Yeah! Victory with the sharpshooter! Owen Hart taught Bret Hart everything he knows. King of the sharpshooters, the Rocket Owen Hart. Woo! There's a lot of twang in that. Alright. I'm going to let you guys be the matchmakers for a few matches here. Who would we want to see? Choose the opponents. Who are we gonna be? Headbutt off the top rope. I bet I could pull that one off. See, you guys still there? Bam Bam versus Yoko. The big man match. Say a big man match, but 360 pounds compared to Yokozuna's 568. That's still a major difference there. All right. Life. Oh, that's how we're gonna start, huh? I like how in Bam Bam's character model here, like they tried to put the tattoos on top of his head, but it just looks like he's a redhead. Bye. Ugh. Well, botch that. No. No, I cannot. I like how you can get the sleep. Oh, I guess I just figured it out too. Or not figured it out. I kind of. How do you get the sleeper hold from the front like that? Uh-oh, now Yoko hates the referee. Leave the referee alone. Calm down. No, okay, we're going out here then. That's fine. Life. Fingers are starting to get tired. That's the whole thing. Fingers are starting to get tired trying to mash them buttons like that. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Ugh. Nope, nope. Come back out here a little bit. See, I need you away from the corner so I can climb the rope. Ow. Ow. Watch, and now I'm gonna get beat. Like, what the hell is that? No? Huh. Well, I thought I could... Because it seems like it's a combination of, like, the A and B. For, like, the finishing moves, but... Oh, that's not exactly what I meant to do there. He sits on him! That's funny! Okay, so a couple little different animations for some of the characters. That's not bad. Little things. You just gotta figure them out, apparently. No. No, I didn't, because I was still getting crushed. And again, I was... As fast as you have to hit those buttons in the grapple, it's like... my hands are cramping up, so I did turn it down. Makes the ref count slower? I don't know. I'm not sure what it is. Well, we did Bedlam. Well, we've done all of these. I could try maybe one more Royal Rumble, see if I can pull off a second Royal Rumble win, and then maybe call it for the stream. Again, I think we've pretty much went through it at this point, and I'm just kind of repeating things. So, you know, we can still talk some wrestling or something, but as far as gameplay-wise, there's not really much else to see here. Alright. Well, I gotta go back with my favorite if this is gonna be like maybe the last thing I do with this. Oh, what did I do? Oh, I hit the wrong button. Oh, that's neat. So we have other stats. Speed, strength, stamina, weight. Okay. Huh. That seems like the only other button that does anything, but that's cool. Entry number 1, The Undertaker. Starting out with Yoko, huh? Oh, then there's Doink. Oh, I just got run over. Alright, come here, kid. I do find it kind of funny that everybody's the same height. Like 1, 2, 3 kid is nowhere near 6'10½". Not even close. Get away from me, Owen! Come on. There we go. Simone drop. Deliver that sidewalk slam. Oof. Come here, Doink. Oh. Just get run over? That's cool. That's cool. Simultaneous suplexes. A DDT. Oh. Oh. Oh, we got 2 of them in. We got 2 of them in. I try to capitalize on that. Oh, I can get the big boot for the run? Oh, there's Sean. I want to try to get that big boot in now that I figured out how to do that. Stop choking me! Well, there goes Yoko. Well, then I got run over. Now I'm trying too hard to do that one move and nothing's working. He actually really does look like a WCW Mick Foley, you're right. Looks just generic as hell. And Sean, like with the just plain red tights and the mullet, he looks like beautiful Bobby Eaton, is what he looks like. He doesn't look like Shawn Michaels. Stop it! Whoa, hey Luna. Well, at least they gave Luna a different sound effects. The one character that has different sound effects than everybody else. Oh, there's Lex. The Lex Express. Oh, there we go. I think we got the big boot in there. Come on! Oh, Brett's got the sharpshooter on Razor. It's pandemonium! And bye, Bam Bam. Oh, what? Why am I not doing any moves? Yeah, walk up behind me again, Brett. See how that works out for you. Are we down to the final four? Oh. Oh, well, there goes Luna. Ugh. Ooh, walked right into it. Oh no, not good. Not good. Not good. Over near the ropes, and there we go. Got him. Got him. Royal Rumble winner. Only got 3 eliminations that time compared to 6. Compared to the first one. Bret Hart with 2 eliminations. Luna had 1. Lex had none because he sucks. Bam Bam. It's like almost all of them got an elimination. It looks like pretty close. Pretty close to it. Brett was starting to wear me down there a little bit, but yeah, at least had a little bit of health all the way up until the end compared to it being drained halfway through the match and just having to survive. Well, I know this is a short one. This ended up going to be a short stream, but you know, I think that was just going to come with the territory with this game. I think I'm going to call it here. I think we've got the gist of what WWF Raw on the Sega Genesis has to offer. It's not bad, you know. Controls are a little funky. I can only imagine, because you can play this with a 3-button controller also instead of the 6. But I can only imagine playing it on the 3-button controller with as funky as it is already, even with the 6. Having 3 less buttons would even be worse. But overall, it's not bad. I know it's got 4 players listed here. I'd like to know how you'd play 4 players on this. But this would have, I think this would be one of those games, like, as kids, would have been fun to play together with, you know, this is all you had. It wouldn't have been a bad one to play. It looks pretty decent for what it is, you know, given the, you know, hardware, the limitations, and the technology at the time. Most of the character models, you can pick out exactly who they are. A couple of them are a little bland. The music, the sound is okay. It definitely has that more 16-bit Genesis twanginess to it, like, say, compared to maybe the Super Nintendo would. That's right, it did have a multi-tap. That just completely slipped my mind. But, you know, but overall, it still doesn't sound horrible. It's passable. The digital or the digitized pictures of all the characters isn't bad. You know, overall, it's not a bad game. But for playing a single player, this isn't one that you'd spend multiple hours on at a time. I don't think. You know, this is one you pop in, do a match or two, put it back up on the shelf. You know, so it's okay, but it doesn't really go much further than that. So, yeah, we're gonna call it here. Evolving Fetus, I want to give you a shout out. Thanks for stopping by, hanging out and chatting for a little while. Alert for voting on this game in the Discord. I don't know when I'm going to be able to get to do this again at some point, to do another vote, but it happens every once in a while. So, again, anybody who hasn't, join the Grimbeardson Discord, and when these do pop up, you can vote on which game that is going to be played. So, Lurk, thanks for stopping by, hanging out, chatting, you know, for the nearly last 2 hours. I hope this has been at least somewhat enjoyable for you. It was fun. It was fun, and it was fun hanging out and chatting with you guys. So, I will be back for my regular scheduled streams next Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday night, where we're going to continue the playthrough of Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain on the PS4. So until then, I'm D. I'm the Grim Gamer. I'll catch y'all next time.